My name is Kevin Ray, and you're listening to Truckers and Others. Well, this will be a quick one. Friday, 6:30 p.m. It's been a long day. Yesterday, I ended before everything went haywire yesterday. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, the landfill canceled my load yesterday. So as I'm, driving these 18 totes of non-hazardous waste, it's basically just water. I'm driving it from Des Moines down to Kansas City. Gonna dump it at the dump, and I decide I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and call the dump and just see what they got going on, and they canceled my fucking load. Uh, Luckily, I was able to get the load reinstated. They would not tell me who canceled the load or why, and then I tried to get a hold of my boss and the project manager and everything. Can't get a hold of nobody. Um, so I'm just kind of running the job myself, I guess, at that point in time. And I get down there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get a loader up there to help you." I'm like, "All right, listen, you can get a loader up there, but it can't cost any extra money." My boss and three other people told me, "Do not let it cost any extra money." So I they said, "Nope, it won't cost any extra this time." I'm like, "What?" Okay, well, I mean, I'm totally fine with dumping them out of the back of the truck, because that's what we did before. I didn't tell her that we used a tooth of like the excavator would pull his bucket in there and put one tooth on it and unload and knock them out of the truck. I didn't explain any of that to her, and I'm not ever going to, because I think if they found out that, they could charge us more. Because the charges for the loader and all this other shit, that's all coming from the landfill, not the company that owns the solidification pit. So the solidification, they're like, "Yo, I mean, yeah, we'll do whatever you want, but we're not like it. They are not allowed to offload the truck. So any extra cost is not coming from them. It's only coming from the landfill." And the lady is giving me all kinds of shit about it and everything, and I'm like, "What the? Well, fuck a boss. Fucking call me back, please. I'm I'm over here. What am I doing?" Uh, but anyways, a guy came over with a loader. He took for fucking ever. It was 5 minutes for each tote to get it offloaded. Whatever 5 times 18 is. It's like over an hour's worth of this guy unloading the truck, and I'm like, "Dude, if I didn't have you in the fucking way, I'd just be knocking these motherfuckers out of the fucking truck, and I'd have it done in less than half an hour." But whatever. It was a shit show. Finally, I get back to the shop and I explain to the boss the whole situation. Like, "Oh, sounds like it went fine." I'm like, "Yeah, it would have been." I'm like, "The lady at the landfill is still fucking upset at me, or at you. I think, I don't know. You need to figure this shit out. I'm not the one fucking doing the job. Why are we not using a fucking tanker truck to begin with?" Because I added it up, and it's like 4,800 gallons, and I mean, that's a heavy tanker load, but it's I think it's legal. And if it's not, then just how about 17 totes? I don't know who decided 18 was the number to have, but I think we'd be all right hauling, just sucking the liquid out of them. But I don't know. Apparently, that would be too much of a cost. So renting a trailer and having me drive up there, and yeah, and dude, I get paid by the hour. So the longer it takes is only benefiting me. but the solidification pit closes at 3. So now these guys are charging overtime, and I'm charging overtime when this could be a really fucking simple job. There's just a lot of people are making it really complicated and hard to fucking do, and I don't know. There's more to it that I don't feel like getting into because I'm going to get into today. Wake up a little bit late. That's the story of that's me. That is me waking up just late. Just a little bit too late. So I just hurry up and throw on some shit and get the fuck going. I know that I'm going to be running a guzzler today, and it's going to be a pretty easy day, is what the boss told, or the supervisor told me. He said it's going to be an easy day. You are too, he wanted to get the little guys on the job. We have a few guys that are really skinny and small and have good work ethics, and he wanted to get those guys on this job, but instead he got uh, two huskier kind of guys, and then my brother, which he is one of the skinny, good work ethic kind of guys, but he just doesn't have a lot of experience, so he's not like getting in and getting after it. He's kind of just like, "Is this what you want me to do?" It's like, just dude, just fucking hurry up. So, anyways, uh, I get there, meet up with the guys, get the truck, get ready to go, and head on over to the bakery. And I'm like, all right, so exactly what are we doing here? Because I need to know. And we have our little meeting. We got there, we got checked in, and I'm like, all right, so what's going on? And they have, I don't know, like they have 12 silos in a building. 6 of them are shorties. I don't know the size of them or anything, but they're only like 30 foot tall, and then there's another 6 that are like 60 foot tall. They're pretty fucking tall inside the building. And they're all full of different stuff. But the one that we were going to be working on was full of flour. And they needed to switch out to a different flour product. I don't know why, but they used up all of the flour that they could out of this tank, and we needed to go in with scrub brushes and scrub the walls down and just knock the dust off the walls, is what it was explained to me is how it was going to go. Apparently there a little bit of moisture has gotten into, and dude, with flour it can just be moist air. It doesn't, you know it's very, I don't know, it could just be moist air and it will clump up. So the walls are like 2 or 3 inches thick, the whole fucking silo. The walls have 2 or 3 inches of flour buildup stuck to the walls, and we had to wait until like 9 o'clock in the morning. We got there at like 7:40, so we had to wait until, what did I say, 9 o'clock, right? Probably around 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock to fucking work because we were waiting for somebody to come over. We're not we There's no lockout or tag out situation on this. They were gonna, at the bottom of the silo are some pumps, not pumps, but electric motors with an auger, I'm guessing, and it pumps it through these pipes into the bakery and whatever. And the little chute that comes from the bottom of the silo that goes to the pump or the motor or whatever, they were taking those chutes off, and they were going to put a block off plate on the pump. Just that was kind of the elimination factor, so nobody would accidentally fucking stick their hand down in that auger or whatever. I don't know. And these guys don't know what the fuck they're doing. They are just taking bolts off of anything and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck? And they took a long fucking time. Yeah, it was like 9:30 or 10 before we got set up and we started working. And we open it up and he's like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Dude, this thing is fucking clumpy as fuck. Like there's shit all over the fucking walls." So they bring over a couple of ladders and we're just beating the shit out of the tank with a rubber hammer, rubber mallet, trying to knock it off the walls. The silo is probably 8 foot across. So it's not like a real wide silo or anything, but it's really fucking tall. So it's only like 8 foot wide and 60 foot tall. And we sent two guys up to the top with some extendable rods and some clean brushes because you have to have it's food grade shit. So you have to have, we're all wearing hair nets and beard nets and smocks and booties on our feet and everything. And you every time you go inside or outside, you got to take the shit off and put it back on because you can't wear it outside. I don't know. The floor is not clean in there, so I don't understand why, but whatever. That's their rules, and you had to abide by it. And yeah, we get there. Those guys go up top. They tape a bunch of sticks together with the brushes on the end, and they're just putting them in there, trying to knock the shit off of the walls and knock the dust off from up top. They had probably a 30-foot pole. I'm just saying that because that's what adds up. They had a 30-foot pole with a brush on the end. They're just knocking the dust off the sides, and then I'm at the bottom, and all those clumps and shit that are falling off the walls are not going through the butterfly valve. So I have to reach my hand up in there as they're knocking more shit off the wall, and the supervisor's over there on a ladder banging it with a hammer. So I'm just getting blasted with flour all day long. I had to stick my arm up in there to break the chunks up so they'd all fall out. And I got my guzzler is hooked up, and I'm using the hose to kind of clean up the floor as I'm going. But I'd get it all nice and good looking, cleaned up, and then they'd knock another fucking chunk off the wall, and it just you know a giant pile on the bottom of the ground. And there was one spot where we were having some trouble getting it off the wall, and the guy had me go out and get the extendable ladder, and so I'm like 20 foot, 20, 30 foot up in the air, whatever the fuck it was. It wasn't that high. But I'm way up on a ladder with a fucking mallet banging on this shit. We got a guy came down and got in the tank, and the manhole on the side of the tank is really small. So my brother was the only one that would fit in the hole. The two husky guys didn't fit, and the supervisor is a large man also. So my little brother, my little skinny brother, he's taller than all of us, but he's way skinny. He had to go inside and do all the work from the inside, and it was a bitch to get in there, and it was a bitch to get out. So he just stayed in there the whole time. And I am so proud of him for going in there and doing all that work. I was one of the only getting blasted with fucking flour the whole time. Everybody else had on Tyvek and stuff, and I took the fucking smock off. Okay, I had to go in and out of the building a bunch of times as the truck operator. I said, I'm not wearing this fucking smock. I'm not doing it. So I'm just getting, messed messy as fuck. So yeah, there's one spot that we cannot get off the wall, and I'm up on top of this ladder, and my boss is saying, or the supervisor saying, "Keep hitting it, it's coming!" And I'm up there just heaving this fucking sledge up against this thing, hitting it like I fucking mean it. And he's like, "It's coming, it's coming!" And I've been up here for like 20 minutes hitting this fucking thing, and he keeps getting a little bit more high pitched. It's coming, it's coming. And I'm like, dude, it's not fucking coming. So I hop down, I go over there, and I look in the tank. I'm like, all right, so what the fuck is going on? Where do I need to hit? And he shows me, and there's like a 3 foot by 3 foot. It's not a circle, it's not a square, but there's a patch on the fucking wall that we're trying to get off. It's stuck. And I say, hey, brother, give me your fucking extendable fucking wand. So he gives it to me, and I extend it. He'd been in there the whole time. I watched him. He's trying to jump to get it and everything. And I'm like, extend the fucking wand out. He extended the wand out, and he stuck it up there and knocked the whole fucking chunk off. I'm like, you had me up there fucking beating the shit out of this, and all you had to do was fucking extend the goddamn wand out. I'm like, I'm mad. I'm mad at everybody right now. Okay, just not happy about the whole situation right now. I'm like, there, it's fucking done. And then we had to get the brush on there because all the dust and everything was getting up on the walls. So then he had to go dust the walls again. And then me and the other Husky guy were there trying to like sweep out from underneath where the motors are, and because all the flowers just falling on everything around, and we got to get it all cleaned up. And it was just, if we would have started at the time when we got there, like we were supposed to, we would have been off at a decent time. I'm getting paid by the hour, so it's okay. 11 hours today, and it's only 11 hours. I've done a lot fucking longer hours, so it's not that horrible. I'm just, you know, it's like, where's the common sense sometimes? Does anybody else see what is up with my eyes? Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes I'm the guy that ain't got no sense, but it seems like a lot of the time I'm like, there's a lot of shit that, if doing it a different way makes sense. And sorry, I was quiet there because there's a car doing 55 on the fucking highway, and it's just annoying. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is it called common sense to have an extendable wand and you can't reach something, so you extend it? Is that common sense to know to fucking extend the fucking wand? Am I talking shit about my brother? A little bit, but I'm also talking shit about my boss that's standing there watching him jump to it, and it's like, did you not think to extend the fucking wand a little bit longer? And it's not a wand, it's just like a broomstick. But you twist it, and then you pull it, and then you twist it again, and then it's tightened, and then you're good to go. Is that common sense to know to do that? Like, that's the tool that you're using. That the reason you're using that tool is because it extends. Why am I the one that has to get off the fucking ladder after beating on the fucking tank for 20 minutes to come over there and fucking look? Who the fuck do I want to be a supervisor? No. No, because I became a supervisor, I'd be on jobs like that all the fucking time. I like being a driver. I like to haul shit for a long time. That's what I like to do. But I'm good at a lot of the other stuff too. Am I the best? No, no, absolutely not. I went line jetting with some guys once, and these guys were just feeding the jetter up into There's 160 of these little pipes, and it was at the fucking pork factory. It was fucking gross. But anyways, it was like a heat exchanger, and we were gonna line jet the whole thing, and these other two guys, I think they have a lot of common sense. They're really smart, and they're good hard workers. Um, but no, I'm not the best whatsoever. I got up there like, you want to try the line jetting part? Yeah, sure. I go over there, dude. I don't care how much you fucking masturbate, fucking feeding that fucking pipe or that hose up into the pipe a bunch of fucking times will fucking break your arms. My arms were jello. Like I could barely turn the fucking wheel and shift the gears after I was done doing that. And they were like, "Come on, dude." And they were doing it without a sweat, without a care, without it. I'm like, "Oh my god." I'm like watching them cuz I was like, "I can't I did like 5 or 6 of them. I was like, "I got to get the fuck down. Like my arms are fucking on fire right now." They're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I don't know. Do you guys let me see your form. Like how are you doing this because I feel like I'm doing it the same way you guys are doing it, but I am fucking cooked." After doing like 5 of them, and they were up there doing like 30 of them at a time. I was like, "I literally can't lift it up again." Am I weak? No, I don't think I'm weak at all. I think I'm pretty fucking strong for not working out, you know? Like, I can lift a lot of heavy shit. I try not to because I will something will make a noise in my arm or my back, and then I just won't I will be really no good for the next couple of days. So I try not to do that, but I can fucking do some shit. I just like to not do it. Anyways, got that done today. We got the job done. We go out, we get the hose cut up, we get all the tools packed away. I get in the truck. They're gonna send, luckily, because they usually they send the driver to the landfill by himself. You're just gonna open the door and dump shit out, like it's not a big deal. Well, the if all the flour was the way it was, after it goes through our hose, it's back to being fucking dust, flour dust. So it should dump out pretty easy. Whoever used the truck before me, which is normal, didn't clean it out very well, and they were sucking up some shit that was wet. So, the whole interior of the truck I was doing was caked in flour also, and the side boxes of the guzzler. If you got to know what a guzzler is to understand the side boxes, but there's like side boxes. It'll one side will take like a lot of the moisture stuff out, and the other side takes like the dust particles out. So, anyways, they get full quick, especially doing like the flour and stuff. Um, so yeah, I get to the dump. And dude, I was behind a tipper trailer. He was on the scale when I got there. I had to wait for him. He got out of the way, and I pulled up on the scale. I had, I don't get through the fucking scale house quickly at all. And this motherfucker, I catch him halfway on the way to the dump face, and I'm behind him. And you're not allowed to pass. They're real strict about that. You cannot pass at the dump. He is he put his truck in fourth gear and put his feet on the floorboard. He is idling in fourth gear down to the dump face. I know it's downhill or whatever, but then we get down to the flat ground and he still is just idling in fourth gear. And I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of the goddamn way. I need to dump this shit and get the fuck out of here. I'm going to be here for a long time. Whatever. I understand. Waiting behind him for an extra minute isn't going to, change my day that much, but he was going so fucking slow. And then I had to wait for him to back into his spot. And as soon as he started backing up and he got his tractor past me, I fucking go forward, back in right next to him. And then he looks at me like I fucking slapped him or something. He looked very upset at me. I was 15 feet away from him. The dump face is only so wide, and he pulls right in the middle of it, and I pull all the way. They have those wind blocking screens. I pull over there, and I'm as far over as I can be, and he looks at me like I'm in his fucking way. He pulls forward and he waits. he's waiting for somebody else to. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He was being a fucking idiot. He was fucking grumpy ass old man. Luckily, they sent another guy with me so he could scrape out the fucking truck while I cleaned out the side boxes. And then we go back to the shop and I put the truck, fueled it up, put it away. Everything was fine. And I don't know. It's just a long fucking day, is what it was. And now I'm gonna go inside, get cleaned up, and go to dinner with my bride. Keep all 18 down. Y'all have a great fucking day. And I guess go Chiefs because they're gonna play a foosball game today. Or not today, on Sunday. Yeah, the Chiefs, the red team is gonna play the other red team in Vegas. Uh, I think the Chiefs will win. But I don't. I hope they do. Everybody in the city is way happier if they win. So I'd rather them be happy. So please, Chiefs win. Anyways, keep all 18 down. Adios.